And this is the news from Spy TV.
The Commission is looking at the first week of February 2024, that is in just a little over 1 month, to conduct both the rerun and by-elections.
To welcome the Chief of Defense Staff and his entourage to our temporary headquarters.
To you and your team for a wonderful job being done.
To remain law-abiding and be security conscious during this festive period.
Within the last 10 weeks, the Nigeria Police Force, under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Oluka, has recorded significant successes in reducing crime rates across the country by rescuing a total number of 134 kidnap victims, arrest 375 suspected kidnappers, as well as 578 armed robbery suspects in various operations across the country. IGP Oluka reviewed this during a crucial meeting with police strategic managers, that is the Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIGs, AIGs, CPs, and other top commanders in the force at the force headquarters in Abuja. The meeting, which is the IGP conference for the year 2023, organized to address many security issues and review police anti-crime strategies for efficiency and effectiveness towards peace and order in the country.
The force recorded significant success in reducing crime rates across the country. This was attained through a combination of efforts involving intelligence-led operations, community engagements, and proactive policing. Within this period, our men were able to rescue a total number of 134 kidnapped victims, arrest 375 suspected kidnappers, as well as 578 armed robbery suspects in various operations across the country. A total of 431 suspects were arrested for rape and other sexual-related offenses. 724 suspects arrested for murder/homicide cases, while 2,343 were apprehended for other criminal offenses, out of which 433 were suspected cultists.
He assured Nigerians of the Nigeria Police Force commitment to a new policy vision anchored on discipline and professional competence, guided by the rule of law, driven by service and passion for excellence, to the admiration of Nigerian citizens in aid to economic prosperity and socio-political development of Nigeria.
Intelligence-led policing will remain a cornerstone of our efforts, and I urge you all to boost your intelligence capacity and leverage on cutting-edge technology to dismantle criminal elements terrorizing our communities. Emphasis should also be on synergy with other security agencies and collaboration with your respective host communities. At this juncture, I call on you all, strategic commanders of the Nigerian Police Force, to rededicate yourselves to the culture of excellence, professionalism, and discipline in the performance of your duties. Citizens and everyone doing business in Nigeria are enjoined to volunteer information to the police. Such information given will be treated with utmost confidentiality. I assure you all of our commitment to a new policing vision anchored on discipline and professional competence, guided by the rule of law, driven by service and passion for excellence, to the admiration of Nigerian citizens in aid of economic prosperity and social political development of our beloved country.
The IGP conference, which is undoubtedly crucial to rounding off the year 2023, was graced by strategic police managers and security stakeholders. Still on security matter, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Agwame Musa, has commended the Chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Bubab Marwa, retired, and personnel of the NDLEA for the agency's massive achievement in curbing the menace of drug abuse in Nigeria. General Musa gave the commendation today during his working visit to the NDLEA national headquarters in Abuja. Spy TV News report that this is the first time that the CDS and the NDLEA chairman will be meeting in official capacities. He also promised the continued support of the military for NDLEA, while noting that the military will not shed anyone caught with illicit drugs.
The influence of drugs, what that's done to our youths, a lot of issues on drugs all over the country. That is very, very alarming, and those things have, sneaked into so many places. Even members of the armed forces were not excluded. Now we have introduced part of our recruitment process and courses. For people to go for courses, you must take drug tests, because we want to ensure that whoever we have in the armed forces is doing the right thing, is in the right frame of mind, and to avoid having all these unnecessary mishaps. So we'll continue to do that and continue to intensify that. We have seen the number of arrests being made, how the world over now have seen positively that Nigeria is taking measures to address this drug issue. And I think that is highly commendable. Now our names are being cleared to know that yes, we're doing it, taking this fight directly to those benefiting from such things. Having been the theater commander in the Northeast, I've seen the effect of drugs. Ideally, some people that will not even be able to carry a knife, but when they take drugs, they carry GPMGs. So to tell you what drugs do, it gives them a lot of fake confidence. And usage over time, they become addicted. And when they become addicted, it's dangerous to them. They become a danger to themselves, to anyone close to them. And those are issues that must be eradicated, especially our youths. A lot of our youths are into it. Funny enough, even women that shouldn't be part of these issues are getting into drug use. And we're very happy with the measures being put in place. And so we assure you of our complete support in doing this. We know if we're able to address this drug issue, it will reduce the issue of crime and criminality, which will enhance peace and security within the country.
The NDLEA chairman thanked the CDS for his visit and promised to collaborate with the military.
Who have been counseled or rehabilitated back to normalcy. We are very delighted and we commend the armed forces under your leadership for making drug tests compulsory as a prerequisite in examinations and some of the other exercises, and we urge you to keep it up. This is very, very important. And the NDLEA were ever ready to continue our collaboration, if not intensify it, towards drug demand reduction in the barracks. Already we are doing this, advocacy, sensitization, and so on. And we are also supporting drug tests. We've had occasion to be invited to some of the formations from Lagos, even Jaji. I think one of the one officers courses or exams recently we were asked to help. I would like to just put a suggestion considering the enormity of the problem of drug use across the country, across society, communities, and so on. For the armed force to consider constructing its own central rehabilitation center, and also to expand those military hospitals that do not have a rehab to include rehabs.
In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission, by the order of the Election Petition Appeal Tribunals, will at the first week of February 2024 be conducting or rerun elections in 34 constituencies made up of 1 senatorial district, 11 federal constituencies, and 22 state assembly constituencies. Professor Mahmood Yakubu, INEC chairman, disclosed this today at the extraordinary meeting with political parties leaders, barely 2 months after the last regular quarterly consultative meeting for the year, which was held on Tuesday, 25th October 2023. He said the purpose of the meeting is to brief party leaders on the Commission's preparation for the forthcoming elections to be held early in the new year.
Of the 2023 general election, gradually wind up their proceedings, and as they do so, the Commission is required to conduct rerun elections in some constituencies by court order. Secondly, the Commission is also required to conduct by-elections to fill vacancies arising from the death or resignation of members of the National and State Houses of Assembly. The Commission intends to combine and conduct the two categories of elections on the same day, the details of which will be discussed at this meeting. As you are aware, rerun elections only involve parties and candidates that participated in the general election, unless a party wishes to replace a deceased candidate. However, by-elections are fresh elections. Consequently, political parties must conduct fresh primaries within the limited period of time provided by law. So far, the election petition appeal tribunals have ordered the Commission to conduct rerun elections in 34 constituencies, made up of 1 senatorial district, 11 federal constituencies, and 22 state assembly constituencies. However, the 34 constituencies constitute 2.8% of the 1,191 petitions filed by litigants. Significantly, out of the 34 rerun elections, it is only in 3 cases that the Commission was ordered to conduct elections in the entire constituencies. In 31 other constituencies, elections are to be held in a few polling units. In fact, in some cases, elections are going to be held in only 1 polling unit in 2 constituencies. And some of these elections were not necessarily as a result of the doing or undoing of the Commission. They also relate to the qualifications of candidates to stand for the election, as well as the conduct of primaries and the nomination of candidates. I want to assure you that at the end of all the litigations, including the governorship elections pending on appeal at the Supreme Court, the Commission will present a comprehensive analysis of the petitions, including cases where the Commission was ordered to issue certificates of return to other candidates and the reasons for the decisions by the courts as part of the lessons learned from the 2023 general election for the consequential reforms to improve the conduct of future elections. With regard to the by-elections, you may recall that in my recent address at the swearing-in of new resident electoral commissioners, which was combined with our last quarterly meeting with the RECs nationwide, I made a commitment that the Commission will conduct elections to fill vacancies in the National and State Assembly constituencies. The Commission is looking at the first week of February 2024, that is in just a little over 1 month, to conduct both the rerun and by-elections. At the end of this consultative meeting, the Commission will meet to review preparations and announce a definite date, including the detailed timetable and schedule of activities for the elections. Full delimitation details, including locations, number of polling units, registered voters, and permanent voters' cards collected in each constituency will be uploaded to our website for public information.
The INEC chairman opined that at the end of the consultative meeting, the Commission will meet to review preparations and announce a definite date, including the detailed timetable and schedule of activities for the elections. Olayemi Eson for Spy TV.